Some of you may have noticed that real estate's been in the news more than ever, and I'm going to have a three-part series talking about the changes. The first one I'm going to talk about today is about buyers, things that are changing for the buyers in the real estate industry. And basically, unlike before, now a buyer will need to sign a buyer broker agreement when they go and see properties. Now, when will that agreement be necessary? Before you view a property with an agent. We can talk on the phone, we can send comparables to each other, we can talk on the phone, but before you go and you actually see a property in person, you will need to sign a buyer broker agreement. Now, buyer broker agreements can be exclusive or non-exclusive, but there are some other parameters that are important that will be on the agreement. One is a specific area. It can't be all of Orange County, all of the world, all of California. It has to be more narrow than that. So maybe we're talking about Anaheim, Fullerton, Yorba Linda, or certain zip codes even. It also needs to be a time period. It can't be indefinite forever. It has to be a time period, 2 months, 3 months, a time period that's reasonable. And it also has to talk about compensation. Buyers are now responsible to compensate their agents when they help them with a transaction to purchase a home and or lease a home. So now it'd be a conversation between yourself and your agent, which could be me or it could be someone else, and it's negotiable. You'll talk between each other, decide on what compensation seems fair for both, and then at the end of the transaction, that will be part of your closing costs, compensation. Now, you can ask a seller to help you with compensation. That is something that is allowable, but that's something that we'll talk about again in the second part, which is about sellers.